this month, we watched Mortal Kombat Legends Battle of the Realms.
Crap, I forgot.
You forgot the thing we watched an hour ago.
I thought I was done talking and it was just your turn.
Not quite.
It looked good.
This concludes Jacob's thoughts. It's a direct sequel to Scorpion's Revenge, which we talked about like 6 months ago.
Yeah, something like that.
It was a good bit ago. It was produced the year afterwards. It's loosely adapting a bunch of games. Half of them I haven't played. It's not quite as... It did look good, but I do think it was cheaper than the first one. There's a few more sequences where I went, ooh, they're putting shading on top of 3D elements.
Yeah, but there was a lot more blood. It was
I don't think so.
Violent this time, I think.
I think
like
it was
the first one was kind of the same kill or same-ish idea over and over again. This was like, we snap a knee, we snap an arm.
That is true. There was definitely more. Yeah, I wouldn't say it was more violent. I would say there's more variety. Because I mean, the first one opens up with a fucking massacre, but like, I don't know. I think the pacing in this one was a bit off. It had I thought that the movie was going to end on a cliffhanger when they finally defeat the bad guy's name, whose name I never remember because I barely care about this series.
It was the bad guy.
The bad guy with the skull face.
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah. And then we're going to, oh no, not the bad. The bad thing's going to happen and the big guy's going to come. And then I thought that was going to be the fucking end of the movie. And then they just finish the story. Like the third act was like 20 minutes that I thought would be, I don't know, the next movie.
I will agree that there were pacing problems. There were several fights where it was like, ooh yeah, he's gonna kick his ass. It's done.
Yeah.
And the next one was done before I was even saying the last one was done. It was like, what the heck? He's just chewing through guys. This is not weird. They're not even fighting.
Yeah, the balance was kind of off between fights, which was odd. And yeah, I think they blew their load. Like there's 4 of these right now. The 4th one is a prequel about Johnny Cage, so we don't have to include that one. I know nothing about the next one other than the fact that it takes place in the future. Like, it really felt like the third act of this movie should have been an entire other movie, not like just make it longer. Like, you should have done more with it. But I was satisfied with the tournament being the third act of this movie.
Yeah. It
felt like it should have been the third act of this movie.
Yeah.
Why do you need more than that?
But then suddenly kaiju and they slam and then that's it.
And that's it. And that felt really underbaked. Like, it was set up in the previous movie. It really felt like that could have been a lot longer. It took a third of the time that the tournament did, but it's apparently a bigger, more important fight. Like, I don't know. That's kind of weird. The voice acting was really good, same as last time around. I appreciated the fact that
pretty much the same people this time around.
I think most of them are the same. Yeah, I appreciate the fact that they're mostly actual voice actors instead of actor do funny voice. Like, there's half the people on the cast list have like 4 different roles because they do voices. Like, that's their thing. So that's nice. The like fatality vision, it's like detective vision, you know, or like eagle vision when they do the really gnarly kill bits where they're like, I'm gonna shatter your knee with my dick, and then they like zoom in on the bone. They did that in the first movie, but they definitely did it more. I really like that. It looks really cool.
They did a lot more this time. It was a lot more stylish in the movie than it is in the games. Like, the games are like trying to show every layer of muscle and bone, whereas this was like the bones are just shadows that snap into pieces.
Yeah, which is probably more of a budget thing
over like a really, really bright like really harsh colors.
Yeah,
it was kind of ugly to look at.
Yeah, I liked that.
Yes.
Yeah, it's cool.
Quite good.
I like the Sub-Zero and Scorpion teaming up. That's a trope of the franchise that, like, no, and you killed my dad, or whatever. And it's like, and now we friends. Like, it's fine. I like it. It's neat.
Yep.
I also like the new Sub-Zero's outfit. He looks drippy. I don't like the robots. The robots are cringe.
You should talk about Scorpion's eyebrows.
I just noticed, having seen Scorpion's Revenge multiple times, and then this one once, Scorpion doesn't have eyebrows because, you know, he's gone to hell and he gets burnt up and stuff. He has, like, his eyebrow bones, but there's no eyebrows. I just realized this. I'm very dumb. That's it. Also, this one does open up with the Ultra Instinct Shaggy ripping Scorpion through the WB logo, which is great.
Scorpion's Revenge did too.
Did it?
I'm pretty sure.
Maybe. Whatever. It's
very fun.
It's so good. I love that. I usually hate them. It's like when Star Wars does like the hello there meme. It's like, okay, we get it. You know the memes. But this is like, this series is Mortal Kombat is already retarded anyways. So why try to take it more seriously? Like, what if Shaggy? I don't care. It's cool, you know. The pacing just really bugged me. Like, it felt very up and down and up and down and up and down and fast and slow and fast and slow. It's like, how much movie is there left? It's an hour and a half long, but it felt short, and then it felt really long by the time the third act got around. It was like, sussy.
Yep.
Katana's very hot. Jade's also hot, but Katana has lots of hips, so that's cool.
It's like
The
a
designs
very indecent swimsuit with like sweatpant legs.
Very strange design.
But open hips.
So weird. The designs are really good. They were in the first movie.
Yep.
I think they're a lot more streamlined in a way that I appreciate. Like, frankly, kind of the look that Mortal Kombat 1 was going for is they're a lot more streamlined from where they were, because in 9, 10, and 11, they're getting really fucking complicated designs with a lot of elements going on. It's just too much. That's part of the appeal of the first few games is like, and the ninjas are all clones of each other. Who cares? They have different colors.
Yep.
Like, fuck you. It doesn't matter. Like, they have more design intricacies than that in this movie, but they're smooth, even though they're really angular, you know? Mm-hmm. Simple color blocking. The characters are very recognizable. It's alright. I like it. It's not as good as the first one.